Hello everyone, welcome to Old School Chemistry. Today we are going to do the ALEKS topic, multiplication and division of measurements. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Okay, big word of warning here. It doesn't tell you explicitly you have to do sig figs. Okay, just be careful. This will mark you wrong if you don't do the correct number of sig figs. And if you need to go and look at my playlist, please go watch sig figs if you need a review on that. Okay, where it says, is this possible? We're going to multiply and divide. Yes, we can multiply and divide all of these. So I recommend you just immediately check yes on all of these, okay? The answer will always be yes. It's really a redundant question. Oops, that they would put that. There we go. Okay, next. You want to make sure when you're multiplying that if you have the same type of base unit, that the prefixes match, okay? So let's look at this first one. I have grams, that's mass, and centimeters cubed. Well, that's volume. Those are different, so I can multiply or divide them, and it doesn't matter what prefix they have because you can't combine a mass with a volume. They'll still be independent of one another. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply. You have the 6.0 times 1.0 gives me 6.0. Now look at sig figs. I have 2 sig figs here, 2 sig figs here, so that means our rule, smallest number of sig figs from the problem tells us the number of sig figs for the answer. They're both 2, so I have 2 sig figs for my final answer. And our answer on this will be 6.0 grams times centimeter cubed, so gram times centimeter cubed. Those have different bases. You have mass and volume, so they can't combine. They will just multiply each other. Let's keep going. Okay, you have centimeters and meters. Oh, those have the same base. Meters, they're both length. So you have to have the same prefix. I'm going to convert the centimeters to meters, and then we can multiply these together. So we will have 3 centimeters. I want to get rid of centimeters, end with meters, so whatever I want to get rid of goes on the opposite side of the fraction, so it cancels. Want meters. And then I have memorized that 1 meter contains 100 centimeters. So this is going to be a 0.030 meters. Notice I have 2 sig figs, so here I have to have 2 sig figs when I multiply that. And again, if you need help with your sig figs, there are 3 rules with sig figs that deal with 0. We don't count zeros at the end, and you only count 0 at the end if there's a decimal. So 2 sig figs, 2 sig figs. Now we can multiply. I'm going to take my 0.030 meters times 0.10 meters, and we're going to get 0.0030 meters, check it out, squared. Meter times meter is meter squared. I have 2 sig figs here, 2 sig figs here, and then I wrote this as 2 sig figs. Now it depends on the ALEKS problem. I tell students if you have a number greater than the tens or less than the tenths, put it in scientific notation. So this one in scientific notation would be 3.0. There's my 2 sig figs, 1, 2, times 10 to the 1, 2, 3. Let me show that again. 1, 2, 3 times 10 to the -3, and the unit is meter squared. And that's exactly what you would type here. Now, it's totally fine if you chose to convert both of those to centimeters. That's great. You would have simply converted meters to centimeters and then multiplied and would have ended up with centimeter squared. ALEKS is coded that you can do both. Okay, either one. I just chose to convert to meters. Okay, let's do our next one. Oh, we've got grams squared in kilograms. Okay, so this one really forces our hand. Whichever one has just the power of 1, that's the one I convert because I don't want to have to deal with the fraction being squared, or ratio being squared. So because that gram has squared, I'm going to convert my kilograms to grams. Now notice these are both masses, so I do have to have the same unit. I can't have the kilogram and gram. I have to convert one of them. This made it easy for me. We'll go kilogram to gram since that's a gram squared. Okay, so I have 0.057 kilograms. I want to get rid of kilogram, end with gram, so the kilogram goes in the denominator, so it cancels, gram goes on top. Then I attach the numbers in the ratio. 1 kilogram has 1,000 grams. So this is going to be 57 grams. Look at my sig figs. 1, 2 sig figs. Remember, you can't count zeros at the beginning. Those are just placeholders. And here I have 1, 2 sig figs. Now we can multiply. So we're going to have 3.0 grams squared times 57 grams. Let's see, and that's going to be 171 grams cubed. I'm going to check that while I'm visiting with you here. Notice we have, oh, tricky you guys, 2 sig figs, 2 sig figs. Oh, that means I need to put that one in 2 sig figs as well. Let's see, 3 times 57 is 171. Okay, how are we going to do this to 2 sig figs? So 1, 2, there's my sig figs, and then I draw the line, I truncate at the end of the sig figs. Look at that bossy number. It says stay the same. So that means we would round to 170, but I have to write this explicitly as 2 sig figs. We do that with scientific notation. So I'm going to move this understood decimal 1, 2 places. My answer, 1.7, there's the 2 sig figs, times 10 to the 2. And that tells the reader this is 170 with 2 sig figs, and that's your answer. Ooh, be careful on that. Be careful on that. Okay, so some things to highlight on this. Watch your sig figs. Count the sig figs given in the problem, and then you'll report to the same number of sig figs for your answer as the smallest number of sig figs in the problem. Watch your units. If you have different bases, they will just still multiply or divide, like our grams times centimeter cubed. If they have the same base, they have to have matching prefixes. So here I converted to centimeters, there I converted to grams. Also be careful with your units when you're multiplying the same unit, that for example, centimeter times centimeter, or excuse me, I converted centimeters to meters. When I did meter times meter, that became meter squared. When I multiplied gram squared times gram, that became gram cubed. So a couple of moving parts in this to watch and be careful on. All right, good job, so proud of you. Have a wonderful day.